is Mansions of Madness.
Much madness.
GG.
GG,
All right.
team.
What do you guys think of
It
this
was
game?
fun. It was fun.
It's a lot.
It's frustrating.
Yeah. It
It
feels
was good.
it feels like a almost like a hold your hand D&D adventure, but the role play is entirely optional.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got we mentioned it reminded us just from the look of it
Yeah.
of Betrayal, but it's got a very like Betrayal with a little zhuzh on it.
Yeah. This is in my opinion, I think this is Betrayal cranked to 11.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
yeah. This is doing what Betrayal's trying to do, and with the app integration, that's just I think it just takes it over the top.
The app is phenomenal. This is it's like Return to Dark Tower in that companion app with the board game, where there's enough stuff going on with the board game to where it's not super video gamey.
Yeah.
The way that kind of Chronicles of Crime is a little bit video gamey. This one, there's still a board game element to it, you know?
Yeah, and it's just this is expanding the board game experience.
Yes.
In a big way, and I am here for it. I love this. This is awesome, and I cannot wait to play this again.
We didn't even run into a Jeffrey.
Yeah.
We did not run
Thankfully.
into it.
Oh, if anybody
Jeffrey.
wants to know what Jeffrey is, we named this Jeffrey earlier. This is Jeffrey.
Let's show them
Here.
that on this camera here, or maybe
Is it
that
big?
camera. There we go.
There
Turn
we
it
go.
to that one.
Jeffrey.
It's
a
big.
Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey. He's big boy.
All these other physical expansions you can buy to add more stuff.
Okay.
There's also the first edition stuff that you can mix components in. And then when you want to start a new game, you can select your scenario. The base game came with, I think, 3 scenarios. Look, so that was a 2-star difficulty.
God, that's crazy.
That was
so
2-star
hard.
difficulty.
Yeah.
This was so hard already.
All the Arkham Horror games are always so difficult.
Also, it said it was going to take an hour to an hour and a half, and it took us over 4 hours.
That's with an
Damn.
app helping.
It came with these 3, I think, a 4-star and a 5-star as well. Oh, and then I think also this 3-star.
240 to 360.
Then there's more stuff. This requires one of those other expansions, another expansion. Here's DLC that costs $5, so I can just buy another scenario.
Yeah,
That's
that's cool.
awesome.
That one, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
came with the expansion that I've got.
Yeah.
Same with that. There's another DLC, another expansion one, another expansion one, another expansion one, a couple more expansion ones, another DLC. So, just scrolling through there. There's a total of 22 scenarios if you've got all of the expansions
that's
and
a
all
lot.
of the DLC.
That's a lot of content.
And, I mean, you're probably not going to beat them all on your first try.
Yeah.
No way. This was like.
So, there will be plenty of...
Yeah.
There will still be some replay value, even if you've started, attempted one and failed.
Yeah.
Also, when I did the setup before you guys got here, I went and did a new game on that same scenario,
And it was
and it was a completely different setup.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of randomization
Wow.
within the same
That's
scenario.
really cool.
So even if you have done it all before, there might still be some replay value there.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Like, you kind of know some things.
Yeah, but we might have gotten different enemies. Like we didn't get a thrall or these village
And
people.
who's to say that I'm gonna go insane and throw a spanner into the works?
Right?
Who's to say if the bedroom is gonna be in the same place,
Right.
or the library in the same place for you to go find the even though you know from having played it, oh right, the key is in the library. You don't know where the library is.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Damn.
So I think there is still plenty of replay value, even if you've already done that scenario already.
Yeah. Agreed.
And yeah, that's a really fun experience. I don't know. Does anybody else have any thoughts they want to add to that?
I just always love when games build the board as you're exploring. I think it's just so cool because it's just what's gonna happen? What's behind this room? Is it a third monster?
Yeah.
How many doors is Kyle gonna open? They're full of monsters.
Right, they're all full of monsters.
My one complaint are these damn
Minis.
Oh.
Yeah.
minis that I have to glue in place for them to stay.
Damn, yeah.
Which is a minor complaint because it's a pretty easy fix.
Yeah.
You just
Little
glue
dab
them.
of glue. And,
You glue them on there, and you never have to take the little card out of the platform. But why aren't these pre-assembled? Why aren't they
Because they
made?
can't ship. Like, it's harder to ship them like
fair
that.
enough.
They're going to break.
Why aren't they made in such a way that they will actually attach?
That's
Right.
the better question. Yeah, these little nubbins were not
Sufficient
Not a lot of R&D
at all.
on these guys. I like what they were going for with these. They're just not all the way there.
And the big bads, you have to glue them.
Yeah,
There are no nubbins.
That's weird.
Oh.
That is weird to me.
It says in the rule book, some assembly required on the big bad monsters. You have to glue them together.
Does it say that on the box? I feel like that should be.
I don't know. Maybe on the back of the box.
That would. If I bought this and got it home and it's like you got to glue these onto the base, I'd be pretty pissed because I don't have a glue gun.
Yeah, it's like we recommend super glue.
Oh, okay.
And
But then
I pulled out
some super glue.
I pulled out my Gorilla Glue and it was all dried out. So then I pulled out the hot
Fair.
glue gun.
Fair.
And like a ton of those little minis were. And granted, this was a used copy. Who knows how long it had been sitting on that shop shelf waiting for somebody to buy it. But a lot of those little minis were a little bit warped. So they were not even trying to stay in that little nub hole. So I glued some of the little guys as well.
Yeah.
And I think I probably will go through and glue the rest
That's
of them.
fair.
If you're gonna keep them out like this, you might as well.
Yeah. But that's my only complaint
That's a good
with the whole game.
It's great.
Yeah.
Everything else about it, I think, is fantastic. I think it's a crunchy one. It's not one that I would play with somebody who has never played a board game before.
Fair, yeah.
But the app really does help a lot with the crunchiness factor. Even though it's a heavier game, it's.
And I liked there were things about like even like when we're like let's go punch this guy. It's like make a strength check. I was like, okay, that didn't kill him though. I'll make another one. It's like this time you got to make an agility one.
Right.
Or like sometimes your spells were an agility thing because it was
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I think the app brings to it is the variability with the attacks.
Right.
Like, I like the flavor text too when the monsters were doing cool shit.
Yeah.
And just us like, all right, I'm gonna attack him. What the happens?
Yeah.
Better to play it on a bigger screen next time. Well, I can do this, and we're good. So you may have tuned in late, Jenny. Because we were making it bigger when we needed to. I think it's a really solid game. Well executed, with very little exception, and I cannot wait to play it again.
Hey, thanks for hanging out. If you want to spend more time with us, do us a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, head on over to twitch.tv/BNB Tabletop and give us a follow there. We play board games live every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Time on a show we call The Board and Barrel. And we like to keep things interactive. You guys can influence what happens throughout the course of a game with our Buff and Nerf house rules. You can also make predictions on how things are going to pan out, play virtual bingo for a chance to win a free board game of your own, and heckle us and stuff from the chat. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you Sunday night.